Hey peeps, and welcome back to Lightning Bolt Moment Tarot with Laura. Just want to take a few moments to welcome you to my space and also just let you know that I decided to play around with the camera angles today. So if I'm not looking dead onto the camera, it's because I'm trying to work out where I'm supposed to be looking. So before I was actually doing my videos vertically, but I felt like that was limiting the range of what could be seen behind me. And yeah, there's quite a nice painting, I reckon, that I started doing myself. It's got the sun and the moon, as you can see in the background there. I don't know which, see it a bit closer that way. Yeah. But anyway, it's at the beginning, infancy stages, but I thought it might be just nice to have a little bit more view in the background and not just my pretty face. All right, okay, so let's just kind of get into the mood. Just gonna take a couple of deep breaths and just clean my mind and ask the universe, what do you have? What important messages do you have for the general public today? What important messages do you have to provide clarity and answers for the majority of the general public today? Okay, so I've just cleansed my cards with my quartz crystal here, and we're just going to go and see what comes out. Okay. So let's see, it's a little bit different today, this reading. Hopefully it's going to flow nicely. All right, well, we've got the Five of Wands. So this is choppy seas ahead. That's all right. We're going to start with a little bit of chop today and see what comes out of the chop. Hopefully something better does arrive. But fives are always about change, about upheaval, and in this case here we've got, you know, this very wearied looking man, and he's sort of got his five wands here and he's on very choppy seas. So whenever I've had that come out in a reading, I've always been a little bit okay, yeah, choppy seas. That's exciting. But if we can get past the chop to some smoother seas on the other side, things are going to work out for you. Okay, so what messages do you have based on the choppy seas card for the general population? Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. You need to go inwards. You need to examine all your options internally. You really need to tune inwards to how you're feeling emotionally, and you might have a lot of different options of things that you'd like to pursue or to do, or what feels right for you, but just be careful you don't get pulled into things that may not be, you know, real. Just, you need to sort of really go within, assess those emotions based on those choppy seas. Okay. What other messages do you have for the general population for this general reading? Just seeing if the cards are gonna come out on their own. Don't come out in clumps, please. Okay. Right, we have the Queen of Wands and the Strength card. So I think I'm just going to pull another card on this court card of the Queen of Wands, just to get an idea of whether it's you as the significator or the querent of the reading, or whether it is to do with the situation. All right. So it's not you, but it's the situation. So it's asking you to take some of the characteristics of the Queen of Wands. So she's obviously a very mature woman sitting on her throne. She's acquired a lot of those, you know, laurels, victory from sticking to her guns. You know what I mean? There's a lot of purple in the background, which is usually a lot of wisdom, and she's got a lot of confidence. She's used those wands well to get where she is. So there's movement and energy and passion. So it's calling on you to take on those attributes, to combine with your strength to get through those choppy seas. So whatever is going on at the moment, it's calling on you to be quite strong and to utilize the qualities of, you know, the Queen of Wands. Now we do have the Four of Swords. This is signifying that you need to take some time inwards as well. Where here you're supposed to be introspect about your emotions, here you need to take some time away, meditate to quieten down sometimes the mental thoughts that are going on in your head here. It may feel a little bit alone for a while, but that's not permanent. So this is just asking you to use that strength to go inwards and see what comes from that. Now, let's just ask, what other messages do we have for the general population? Okay, now I have the Queen of Pentacles, so another queen has come out. I get the feeling that today this energy is more, reading is a lot to do with the feminine energy. I don't necessarily read a gender, so however you identify, male or female, but in this respect, we're talking more about like, you know, the female energy. The Queen of Pentacles in this instance, she is very nurturing. She's attached to Mother Nature and animals and the earth and everything practical. She's good with money. So I'm going to pull another card out to see whether it, yeah, okay, so that is you. Look at this, look at this. 3 queens today. I haven't had that come out in a reading. I don't think I ever have in one reading before. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and when I did ask, is that you in a reading? If you pull a card and it comes out with another court card afterwards, it is saying that that is you in the reading. So I think here, and also we've got the Queen of Swords. I think it's asking you, the reading, to really go within, look at your feminine divine energy and the qualities you possess as a woman, which is a lot of wisdom usually. Sorry guys, but just got to say, we've got bucket loads of that over you. Sorry, I might get a bit of flack for that, but it's true. So it's asking you to go within and just utilize all the qualities of these 3 queens. In this respect, this queen has a lot of sharpness of thought, mental agility. She can strike very strongly with this sword, but if you see, there's a butterfly on top of it, so she can be gentle too. All right, let's just ask the universe, what other messages do you have for the general population in this general reading that can build upon the story which is coming out right now. By the way, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe and or comment below if you like my content. I'd just love to know, whether or not this resonates with you and what I can do to get better at my readings. Okay, so we have the Moon. The Moon is a lot of your unconscious fears uprising. It's associated with Cancer, with the water element. So it's to do with, your sort of unconscious fears and emotions coming to a head. And it's just asking you to become conscious of them. So as you can see, they both can't see where this is going. Now, if this is to do with a love reading, perhaps eventuating into what was for you, looking inwards yourself first, now I feel like we've got the 2 energies in this card, the male and the female, and it's the Moon, which I mentioned before. And here it's all about something is hidden. It needs to come to light. And you can't really see where it's going. So whether that's the relationship, whether there's some distance between you guys, could be emotional distance or even a separation that's going on here. But there seems to be some lack of clarity that's bringing up some emotional fears and unconscious fears in you. So let's just get some further messages on clarifying that. Okay, so I've pulled the King of Swords this time. All right, so we've got the counterpart to the Queen of Swords just earlier. So I do believe that we're doing a love reading right now, and we have both the male and the female energy. I'm going to pull another card and see if it's a court card. It's not a court card. Okay, so it's not to do with you, of course. This is to do with another person or your person, whoever's in your life right now. Now, he's being like the mature King of Swords. So he's not really, drawn essentially by his emotions. He's more conscious of his mental agility and his thoughts and his sharpness. So whether or not that is causing you some confusion because he's not giving you emotional clarity, let's just find out that, because I sense there's some distance between you two. Oh, okay, and I have the Eight of Swords here. So this is all about the mental thinking again. It's Gemini being the air element, and it's related to you feeling restricted in this situation. There's something about it where you feel like you are trapped, that you can't get out, but this card is sort of signifying that it's more in your mind than it is in reality, if that makes sense. So if you can get past those really limiting thoughts where you feel restricted, you feel you're limited, if you can get past those thoughts, you'll be able to find a way through. Okay, so I get the sense that this is causing you quite a lot of mental angst. Now, we do have the Nine of Cups. That's beautiful to get. Wow. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is all about emotion here. You wanting to wish for what makes you happy. And this card is saying you can do that. When you get the Nine of Cups in a reading, it's a really special sign that you make a wish for what it is you want. So that's the affirmation for today's reading, is I will make a wish for what it is I really want. And that will eventuate for you. So just make that wish. Now, you also have another great card, number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. If when you pull this one in a reading, it's usually about just going with destiny. So as much as you might like to try to force it your way, force your hand however you want, it's just signifying that you need to trust in the universe, that your destiny is going to work out the way that it should. And if you let it go in this direction, everything's going to work out positively for you, okay? So it's a real positive sign to just go ahead, make that wish for what it is you want, and then the universe will bring that into fruition with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So it's all turning in your favor now. All the wheels of the cog are going the other way, in the positive direction, okay? Let's just see now what else is coming. What other messages do you have for our general public today? Okay. Sorry, some of the cards have all just, sometimes they all come out in clumps, so it makes it hard for me. Come on, cards. All right. Again, we've gone back to here. So we had a really, really positive card, and all of a sudden we've gone back to 10 of Swords territory. Whenever I think of this card, I think of the Jaws music in the shark, the shark film Jaws. Yeah, that's the kind of feeling I get with that. So you are quite in your head about everything. So the universe is saying, we got the Fool after this, is just take a leap of faith, all right? If you focus too hard on this, you won't be able to take that leap of faith, which the universe is saying, come on, play the Fool. Come on. You don't have to be up here in your head all the time. Yep, there's an ending to that cycle and to the thinking, but a new dawn is coming. And with that new dawn, you're going to be playful, like the Fool, not necessarily foolish, but you're going to take that leap of faith. Whatever that is, whether that's new career, new relationship, pursuing this relationship, go ahead. All right, and you've got the Knight of Wands and Temperance. So the Knight in this respect could be you. I'm going to pull a clarifying card on that one. Is it the Querent? No, it's not the Querent. Okay. But it's asking you to use these qualities of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is not the most mature of the wand suit. It's not the King of Wands, but nevertheless, he's heading there, and he's got a lot of passion, and he's set on his career path, and he's moving forward, and so that, adopt that with your going ahead. And then we had Temperance earlier. Temperance is a beautiful card to get to, the major arcana. It's all about moderation, don't do anything in extremes. A bit of patience, temper out your feelings over how you're feeling with everything. And then we did get the Eight of Pentacles. There could be a move involved, or you could be learning more skills, upskilling for your work. However, it could be relating to a move. So I'm just going to grab another clarifying card on that and see. What do we get there? The Chariot. Okay, this will be what the move is. This is momentum, moving forward, taking charge of your life and your direction. The only thing that I would advise in this is to make sure that your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, so this is the conscious one here and the unconscious, make sure that they are aligned. If you're not aligned with your heart and your mind and your conscious and your unconscious mind, then if you make moves forward, which can be a very positive thing here with the Chariot, you're the driving force of your life and the movement forward, but just make sure that movement, you're aligned with everything. Otherwise, you can be moving forward and it's not for your highest good. All right, so let's just get one or two more clarifying cards to see what are you moving forward with. What is the general public? What messages do they need to know about moving forward? Sorry guys, I think we've just hit a bit of a brick wall with the cards. Oh, we got one that flew out, yes. And just like I said, hit a brick wall, couldn't get a better card. We'll better turn you around there, Hangman. So the universe, I think, is just asking me to say that's enough. You've done enough with today's reading. I always kind of like to go on and on. We've got the Hangman, so basically that's it. At the moment, just go ahead with whatever it is you got from today's reading that aligned with you. And things would need to go on pause a bit too. So, yeah, the Hangman. But let's just see, pushing destiny here. What are we talking about in terms of the Hangman? Universe, can you please tell us what needs to go on pause? All right, well, we've got the Ten of Cups energy here. That's beautiful. That's all about, emotional bliss, with your person. So I could ask how long that might come about, but yeah, it looks like you need to be the driving force of your life first. Maybe go on pause for a little bit just to really, reassess, see things from a different perspective. And then you've got the Ten of Cups. So that's really beautiful to get. That's like the highest sort of emotional fulfillment that you can get. So maybe I'm just going to ask how long that might be. and I'm going to keep pulling cards until I see a 1 of the major arcana. So we've got the beautiful 10 of Cups here, which is another 10, which has just come out after the 10 of Pentacles has come out after that. 2 10s, that's about the family. You'll have the family, and it will be in about 1 in 1. So I'd say, you know, a week, but that sounds a bit too soon. With the way the universe works, it's usually a little bit longer than that. But yeah, it could be 1 month to 1 year, which isn't long. And we've got the Justice card. So just remember, guys, with the Justice card, it's kind of like the Law of Attraction card. So just be mindful of what it is you're trying to attract, because whatever effort you're putting in to attract, whether it's positive or negative, you will acquire that back sort of tenfold. So just be mindful. If it's justice that you're after in terms of balance in your love life and justice to get, you know, what's finally yours, what's your right, then just make sure you're making positive moves that are in your best interest, and you will get that. So that's a very positive card to get to, and it's not very long. You know, it's could be 1 month or 1 year from the time you're reading this. By the time you're listening to this reading. All right, guys. Well, thank you for today. I think I'll wrap up the reading there. I hope I've been able to provide you with, you know, any messages and clarity that you needed. And again, thank you for joining me in my channel today and in my home. Okay, so yeah, looking forward to the next reading, and see you later. Bye, peeps.